Oh boy, 3 commentary videos in 2 days. I think it's 2 days. But yeah, 3 commentary videos in 2 days. Oh boy, you best bet that. Whoo, it's yeah, a lot of shit's been going on with me, well, around me. That people, yeah, people are fucking stupid. But yeah, a couple days ago I made a video saying that there's nothing wrong with playing on the easy mode. Because trust me, there is nothing wrong with playing on easy mode. But that's not what this video is about. For those who don't know, I'm getting ahead of myself. But yeah, the Super Nintendo, its 30th anniversary is today. And I made a post saying that League of Legends is better than Super Mario World, which I will 100% stand by until the day I fucking die. And why is that? Because I'm not fucking nostalgia blind or stupid. Like, I don't care if it's your favorite game or you grew up with it. Guess what? I grew up with it too, and you know what? I fucking hate it. Because you know why? It didn't age as well as you think it did. Like, even graphically and audio-wise, it did not... As much as you don't want to think about it or admit it, it honestly did not age well. But you know what else didn't age well? The SNES sound fronts. And of course this is coming from someone who honestly prefers PS1 sound front and all that stuff. So yeah, anyway, now to the topic at hand. Like, if you like Super Mario World, that's fine. And if you like Super Mario World, you hate it, or you like League of Legends, you hate it, it's cool, or whatever. You do you. But I personally prefer League of Legends over Super Mario World, which is painful for me to say because I hate both games. But you know what? I've had more fun playing League of Legends than I did ever playing Super Mario World in my life, especially in recent years. And you know what? I played only one game of League of Legends, one game, and I got my ass kicked by people who basically bought all the shit. But and you know what? I still had more fun that way than I did playing Super Mario World. One game, and I got my ass kicked. But you know what? It was still more fun because I wasn't dealing with shitty hitboxes, bullshit enemy placement, bad level design even. Like, you know, shit that can ruin a fucking game. And people have the audacity to bring up oh, I grew up with it, and I like it. Even to this day, yeah, guess what? I grew up with it too. What excuse do you have for that? And you know what I get in response after that? Block button. I get blocked. Sometimes. Sometimes I get immediately blocked, but most of the time it's usually them being a piece of shit to me for stating how I feel about a game. They get racist, and for those who like, you sound white, how is it racist? I'm part Mexican myself, so yeah, I've got called every Mexican slur. I've been called every Mexican stereotype, all that shit, because I didn't like a game they liked, or I liked a game they didn't like. Like, who the fuck cares? Like, I'm not harming you. You're not harming me. Who cares? I'm just saying how I feel about this game. But you don't like it. And how is it my fault? Like, it's not my fault you're fucking pansy. Also, if I try saying I'm a critic, they're gonna be... Cause trust me, I 99% of the time do finish the games I want to review. But if there's a game I want to review and I honestly can't stand to play it, I won't review it. You know, as someone should. But if I mention that I'm a critic like that, you know what? Why would have to say wouldn't matter because, oh, you're a game critic. Oh, what you say doesn't matter. But, you know, they're allowed to think like that. It's fine. I won't stop them. They're wrong, but, you know, I won't stop them. And don't get me wrong, I have blocked people. I myself have blocked people over shit like this. And you know what? I'm honestly glad I did. That's because, oh, I offended them or I offended someone else. Like, they should have fucking taken that into consideration before, like, following me or whatever. Like, they should have taken that into consideration. Because you know what? It's not my fault people get butthurt. Because I don't think like them. And honestly, if they want to treat me or anyone like that, I'll treat them like that. Because, quite frankly, they want to be a piece of shit, I'll be a piece of shit right back. Except I will be much worse than they were. And trust me, I have said a lot of things I normally would not be proud of. But if they want to say stuff like racist, if they want to call me racist shit because, you know, I'm Mexican, that's on them. Not my fault they're stupid. Or they get offended there easily. Because we live in a society to where if anybody will get offended over anything, like, trust me, I've told people I'm not into whatever. Like, for example, I myself am not a fan of Super Mario Galaxy, if you know. And someone got butthurt over it because I didn't like the 3D Mario game that they grew up with. Like, Hey, I didn't like it because Mario just doesn't sit right in the 3D environment for me, personally. And if I prefer Mario in 2D, but then again, if I tell people I prefer Sonic in 3D, not 2D, people get to say, "Hey, you retarded because the 3D Sonic game is so fucking broken. They're glitchy as fuck." Yeah, well, so are the 2D Sonic games. Like, no game is perfect. Which brings me to another point. I'm 100% sure I've mentioned this in the past, but I grew up with the 2D Sonic games on the Sega Genesis, okay? I grew up with those games. So, if you want to pull this shit that I didn't grow up with it, yes, I fucking did. It's just really sad and upsetting that people don't use their fucking brains. And for those who don't know, I have mentioned in the past that I like my games like Overwatch and Paladins, you know, ones where you have to actually strategize and use your fucking brain, over a game like Super Mario World, to where you can literally just kind of go up, right, left, occasionally jump, run, stuff like that, just to win. But in a game like Overwatch and Paladins, you can't really fucking do that most of the time. You kind of just have to adapt and change heroes whenever necessary. It's, you know, strategize and use your fucking brain. And for people to tell me that, you don't use your brain, all you have to do is camp. No, you fucking don't, because, again, snipers exist in that fucking game. So, if you want to camp and stay in one spot the entire time, guess what? Someone might just switch to a fucking sniper. Guess what? You're fucking dead. You can't camp anymore. So for people to tell me that Overwatch takes no, or Paladins takes zero skill and Super Mario World does, no, it doesn't. it's it all comes down to who actually uses their brain and who's just butthurt little baby at the end of the day. Because trust me, I've gotten the you probably haven't beaten the Super Mario World. Yes, I have, quite a good amount of times. But you know what? I don't like it. So for you to tell me that I haven't beaten it or whatever, again, and bring up the fact that, ooh, I didn't finish my Super Mario World playthrough from like a year and a half ago. Yeah, you know why I didn't finish it? Because I fucking hate the game. It's not fun. And honestly, I'd rather play fucking Seaman on the Sega Dreamcast than Super Mario World. And you know what? Seaman on the Sega Dreamcast is one of those things where you have to fucking wait. And with someone as impatient as I am, yeah, that's not a thing that it's, yeah. I honestly, I would still fucking rather play that over Super Mario World. And hey, if I were to honestly tell someone whose favorite game is Super Mario World this, I guarantee you they would go ape shit if I did, because oh, it's my favorite game. You insulted my favorite game, so you insulted me. Like, I insulted your favorite game by saying I don't like it? Like, come on. That's kind of pathetic, dude. But again, brings up the fact that people get offended by everything far too easily nowadays. Because they do. Don't get me wrong, they fucking do. A couple years ago, I told someone that I didn't like Devil May Cry, and they're like, "Oh, is it because it's too hard and you don't like combos?" No, it's not my kind of game. Like, I don't care if a game, like, I really don't care if a game is hard or it's easy. I just didn't find stuff like that very fun. It's, if it's not my type of game, I normally won't play it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not an RPG person. I don't like RPGs because, I'm impatient. Doing the same thing over and over again for hours on end gets boring and makes me not want to fucking do it. But you know what? I will play the occasional RPG from time to time. Pokemon being an exception because, you know, Pokemon literally, it's not that hard to like level up and everything. Especially if you play the way I fucking play. But yeah, people like to bring up, people like to make excuses as to why I'm quote unquote wrong about the games they're like and everything. Like, there's no right or wrong until, you want to be fucking stupid about things and say, "Ugh, it's my favorite game, so I'm right about it being amazing." Like, if they said something like that, they would be wrong. There's a difference between being right about a thing, but if you have to trash on someone for like not liking game you like and saying you're right because it's an amazing game, but you're just a fucking dumbass. Like, shame on you for having to say something like that just because someone didn't say anything you like. Like, trust me, people say shit I don't like all the time, and you know what? I don't give them shit about it until it gets to a certain point. You know, because I'm not a whiny little bitch. But you're making this video talking about that stuff. There's a difference between being a whiny little bitch and saying how you feel about things. Again, I don't like RPGs. I'm not a big fan of them. I mean, sure, my favorite game ever is the original Final Fantasy, which, by the way, is an RPG, but again, there is that exception. There's always an exception to something. Like, I don't like RPGs, but the original Final Fantasy, you know, the PS1, well, the PS1 version, I should say, is my favorite game of all time. I do play it from time to time. I'm honestly going to have to play it here in like 12 days or so anyway, but yeah. Honestly, I do still play it from time to time. I don't get very far in it, I don't play it very long, but I do play it from time to time. I do have fun playing it when I do play it. It's a really good pastime. Like, if I want to play like something different than fucking Puyo Puyo Champions, for example, which I honestly do have a lot of fucking fun playing. If I want to play something different, I'll maybe I'll maybe turn on the PS3, play Final Fantasy 1, and just play it for like an hour or however long I feel like playing it. Because, you know, playing the exact same thing all the fucking time, I fail to see how that's fun. But, yeah. Getting butthurt because I don't like a game you like. Really fucking stupid. And if you want to get mad about it, honestly, I will block you myself if you want to be that guy, you know, the guy who decides to be racist because, oh, I insulted you or whatever excuse you want to fucking make. But, you know, and believe me, I don't like doing that sort of thing. But if you want to be that kind of person, you kind of leave me no choice. Because I'll be honest, I don't like talking about stuff like this. Trust me, I really don't. But you know what? It's topics like this that really get my blood boiling. And it's really fucking easy to get my blood boiling. And honestly, if that's what you're just trying to do, yeah, again, I won't be afraid to hit that block button. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I honestly can't believe I made 3 fucking commentary videos in like 2 days.